What if I told you that animals are constantly talking, even though we can't hear most of their conversations? From the deepest oceans to the vast savannas, animals use sound in ways that are far beyond what we experience. Welcome to the secret world of animal communication, where sound is a powerful tool for survival, bonding, and sometimes even war. Imagine standing in a wide open field, completely alone. You see a herd of elephants in the distance, but something extraordinary is happening. Those elephants are having a conversation. No, you can't hear it, but they're using sounds that travel for miles. Elephants use something called infrasound, sound waves that are so low they're below the range of human hearing. These deep rumbles can travel up to 10 miles, 16 kilometers, across the ground and air. With this, elephants communicate across vast distances, warning each other about predators, coordinating movements, and even letting each other know about distant water sources. But how do they do it? These sound waves travel through the ground, and elephants pick them up through their feet, specifically through special fat pads that act like sensors. This allows them to feel messages from miles away. The next time you see an elephant standing still and feeling the ground, it could be listening to a far-off friend. In the vastness of the ocean, dolphins have developed their own form of communication that's so advanced, it's almost like they're using names. Each dolphin creates a unique sound called a signature whistle, a kind of personal name. This whistle is how dolphins identify themselves to one another. What's even more fascinating is that dolphins remember each other's whistles for years. That means if a dolphin hasn't seen a friend in years, it can still recognize its name the moment they hear it. Dolphins are incredibly social animals. They live in pods and develop tight-knit bonds, much like a family. They use these signature whistles to stay connected, even when they are out of sight of each other in the murky depths of the ocean. It's amazing to think that the dolphins swimming through the ocean might be calling out to their friends or even announcing their presence, just like you'd shout a friend's name at a crowded party. While elephants and dolphins use sound to communicate, bats use it as a tool to navigate the world around them. This is where things get truly wild. Bats don't just listen, they actively create sound to see the world. Bats are known for echolocation. They emit high-frequency sounds, too high for human ears to hear, and then listen for the echoes that bounce off objects around them. This allows them to map out their environment with incredible precision, even in complete darkness. They can detect insects, trees, and even tiny obstacles like human hair. But here's the really cool part. Bats are so good at this, they can adjust the pitch and frequency of their calls depending on what they're hunting. Some bats even lower their echolocation sounds to avoid being detected by prey, acting almost like stealth hunters. It's like having night vision, sonar, and radar all rolled into one. Bats don't just survive in the dark, they own the night. Now, let's dive deeper into the mysterious songs of the humpback whale. These massive creatures don't just communicate with clicks and calls, they sing long, complex songs that can last for hours. Male humpback whales sing during mating season, and these songs can be heard over vast distances, sometimes up to 20 miles, 32 kilometers away underwater. But what's fascinating is that these songs aren't random. Whales across the same region sing similar songs, and over time, these songs evolve, almost like a cultural trend in whale society. The purpose of these songs is still something of a mystery to scientists. Are they trying to impress potential mates? Are they marking territory? Or is it something more complex? What we do know is that whale songs change over time, with new notes and phrases being added as if they're constantly remixing their greatest hits. For whales, the ocean is a giant concert hall, and their songs are some of the most beautiful and haunting sounds in the natural world. Finally, let's meet one of the loudest animals in the world. And no, it's not a lion or an elephant. It's the tiny, unassuming pistol shrimp. This little guy has a superpower. It can snap its claw to create a bubble that bursts with an explosive sound. That snap creates a sound that can reach up to 218 decibels, louder than a gunshot, and even louder than a jet engine. When the bubble collapses, it generates intense heat and light for a fraction of a second, strong enough to stun or even kill small fish. The pistol shrimp uses this sonic weapon to hunt for food and defend its territory. It's a perfect example of how sound, even in its most violent form, can be used in ways that go beyond communication. For the pistol shrimp, sound is literally a tool for survival. From the depths of the ocean to the vast savannas and the night sky, animals use sound in remarkable ways that humans are just beginning to understand. Whether it's for communication, hunting, or even creating music, these sounds are part of a hidden language that exists all around us. If only we take the time to listen. So the next time you hear a bird chirping or a dolphin's playful whistle, remember that there's a whole world of sound out there, just waiting to be discovered. Subscribe for more amazing insights into nature.